everyone, we're going to evaluate the limit if it exists. We're going to have to factor all this out because if you plug in -1 here, you get a 0. But this does have a limit, and we're going to expand and factor this out and see what's going on with the equation. So basically, for the numerator, this is the limit as x approaches -1 of x plus 1 squared, or I'll just write x plus 1 times x plus 1. Now the denominator, this fills in for your difference of squares. These are both perfect squares. But since you have the 4, that's just going to be x squared plus 1 and x squared minus 1. However, we can expand even further for this one. So we use this again and expand it further. So we're going to get the limit as x approaches -1 of x plus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x squared plus 1. And now let's expand this. That's going to be x plus 1 times x minus 1. Now you notice that the domains are still the same in both of these, but if we can cancel out these two, then that changes the domain. The limit doesn't change. So for these first two, x cannot be -1. But when we rewrite this, x plus 1, and then you have x squared plus 1 times x minus 1. Then when you plug in -1, you're okay. The only domain that can't be is that x cannot be 1 for this one. In this one, the domain is x can't be -1. Also, x cannot be 1. So we still can get the same limit even though the domain is different. So at this stage, you could use your laws, but we can just plug in -1 everywhere there's an x. So that's going to give you 0. And you plug in -1 here, you're going to get 2. -1 here times -2. That's 0 divided by -4, which equals 0. So that's your limit, 0. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.